You are looking at the most abundant resource on the planet, and it is completely useless. Dubai, a city built in a sea of sand. But here is the insane truth. They have to import construction sand from Australia. Desert sand is too round and smooth to bind concrete. We need the angular sand found on riverbeds and ocean floors, and we are draining them dry. Desert. Look at the data. In just 3 years, from 2011 to 2013, China consumed more sand and cement than the United States used in the entire 100 years of the 20th century. This isn't just about construction.
Yes, count it quickly.
This is a war.
We must go.
The Sand Mafia in India kills for it. Entire Southeast Asian islands are vanishing from the map because of it. But the scariest part isn't in the concrete. It's in your pocket. Every microchip, every iPhone, glass, every fiber optic cable depends on a specific type of ultra-pure sand found in one tiny town in North Carolina. If this mine closes, the global digital economy goes dark in 6 months. Not oil, not water. Sand is the second most extracted resource on Earth, and we have reached the tipping point. Welcome to the era of invisible scarcity. Today, we expose the truth about the sand wars. But while the world fights over dirty sand to build islands, a much quieter, deadlier war is being fought over this: high-purity quartz. Forget Silicon Valley. The most important place in the tech world isn't in California. It's a tiny town of 2,000 people, buried deep in the woods of North Carolina. This is Spruce Pine. To the naked eye, it's nothing. But geologically, it is a freak of nature. A billion-dollar anomaly that shouldn't exist. Most quartz on Earth is dirty. It's full of iron, heavy metals, and impurities. You can make a window with it. You can make a beer bottle, but you cannot make a microchip. Here is the physics problem. To make a computer chip, you must melt silicon at 1,400 degrees Celsius. You need a bowl to melt it in. That bowl, the crucible, must be purer than the silicon itself. If even one atom of impurity leaches from the bowl into the silicon, the chip fails. Your iPhone bricks. The AI server crashes. The missile loses guidance. And here is the terrifying reality. There is essentially only one place on Earth that produces the quartz pure enough to make these crucibles: Spruce Pine. 2 companies control it.
Together,
they don't talk to the press, they don't release production numbers. They hold the keys to the entire digital age in a hole in the ground.
Duopoly.
Experts estimate that if operations at Spruce Pine were to stop due to a fire, a strike, or sabotage, the global supply of silicon chips would grind to a halt within 6 months. No new phones, no new solar panels, no new AI. The modern world doesn't end with a bang. It ends because we ran out of the right kind of dirt. The Americans have the high-quality quartz, but China realized they couldn't win the quality war, so they decided to win the quantity war, and they are looking at the ocean floor. While the West worries about microchips, the East is fighting a much bloodier war over something far more basic: concrete. In India, the Sand Mafia is now considered the most powerful criminal organization in the country. They don't deal drugs. They steal rivers. They operate with impunity. Journalists reporting on illegal mining have been burned alive. Police officers trying to stop trucks have been crushed to death. Why? Because India is building the equivalent of a Chicago every single year. The demand for concrete is so high that black market sand is now worth more than gold to these cartels. But while India's war is internal, China has turned sand into a geopolitical weapon. They aren't just building cities, they are building territory. Meet the Tianjinghao, a self-propelled dredging vessel. It doesn't just dig, it swallows the ocean floor and spits it out to create land where there was only water. By pouring millions of tons of sand onto reefs, China has constructed unsinkable aircraft carriers in disputed waters. They used sand to redraw the map of the world. This hunger is insatiable. Vietnam warns it could run out of construction sand entirely. Indonesia has already lost 24 islands, literally erased from the map, by illegal sand exports to Singapore. From the microchips in your pocket to the geopolitical borders of superpowers, the foundation of our modern world is built on a resource that is rapidly vanishing. From the microchips in your pocket to the geopolitical borders of superpowers, the foundation of our modern world is built on a resource that is rapidly vanishing. So, are we doomed? Not yet. Humanity is adapting. We are moving from finding sand to manufacturing it. We call it M-sand, crushing solid rock into artificial grains. We are learning to recycle the bones of our old cities. Companies turning construction waste back into aggregate are becoming the new gold mines of the 21st century. But here is the so what for your wallet. Manufactured sand is expensive. Recycling is expensive. The era of cheap concrete is over. This means infrastructure projects will cost billions more. It means housing prices have a new permanent floor. Inflation isn't just about money printing. It's about resource scarcity. We built the modern world on the assumption that the ground beneath our feet was free. That bill is now coming due. Sand is just the beginning. The next resource war is already starting, and it involves the metal that electrifies the world. Subscribe so you don't miss our deep dive into the copper crisis. Thanks for watching.